In this video, we're going to look at evaluating limits, but this is going to be our first one looking at problem spots. Okay, so how do I know I have a problem spot? Well, the first red flag is that I'm asked to plug in x as 2, and that's going to cause a 0 in the denominator. Let's see what happens when I plug it into the numerator. And if I plug in 2 into the numerator, I get 2 squared is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. So I'm going to get 0 over 0. All right, that is a giant red flag, guys. The answer to this does not exist. That is not the correct answer, okay? What's happening here is when I get 0 over 0, this is a hole. So to remind you of what that looks like, we have basically a connected graph, whatever that looks like, and it could have wiggles or not, but I have basically an open circle. So that limit's going to exist. I need to know what that y value is. Okay, so how are we going to figure it out? We're going to do some algebra. So when I look at a problem, a couple things are going to come to mind. One is that, hey, this problem of x minus 2, I need to somehow cancel this out. So our strategy is going to be to factor at the top. Okay, so I'm going to write the limit as x approaches 2. I'm going to factor the top, and that top is going to factor into x plus 5 and x minus 2. Okay. For every problem where you have a hole and you're doing algebra, you will always get that the original denominator that was causing you problems will cancel out with the top. Okay, so this x minus 2 is going to cancel out with this x minus 2. Cool, right? All right, now what we're going to do is we now have the limit as x approaches 2 of x plus 5. So can I plug in 2 now and get an answer? You betcha. So here I get 2 plus 5 is 7. So what's happening here is whatever the heck this thing looks like, I actually know what it looks like, but still, whatever this looks like, it actually has a y value of 7. So what's going on is that the function is actually going to look like, so if we graph the original function, what it looks like is a line, and then it has a hole at x is 2, and it has a y value of 7. Okay, we don't need to graph it. That's what all of this algebra was for. Okay, but if we did graph it, we would get the same answer, which is a y value of 7. Okay, so if you learn nothing else from this video, it should be that if you get 0 over 0, you need to keep going and do algebra. All right, the next video is coming up.